cry, and feel proud. Veterans News always focuses on the military, past and present, and on our first responders. Veterans News is brought to you each week by Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens and Nursery, keeping you blooming since 1952.
Need a mailbox rental but need more information? Remember, Personal Service Center, 789-6683. How does $10 a month sound with just a 3-month commitment? Remember, Personal Service Center, 789-6683. Mention WOCA and the setup fee is waived. Personal Service Center will email or text notifications to you when your packages arrive. Even scan mail so you never actually have to pick it up. Now that's service. Personal Service Center, 789-6683. Located on the corner of Northeast 25th Avenue and 24th Street, Ocala. Look for the yellow signs.
WWWWOCA WWWWOCA.
Your source for the #1 sports weekends. Fox Sports, only on 96.3 FM, 1370 AM.
This is WOCA, News Talk 1370.
WOCA.
All right, thank you. 25 minutes before 8 o'clock. It is Monday morning. I know you don't want to get up, right? It's just one of those things you have to do. It's part of life, right? And there's no holiday, and as far as I can tell, it's just a full week of whatever you normally do. It is a little chilly out there right now, 44 degrees. Temperatures expected to climb to around 80 today. Lows tonight around 52, so that's not too bad. Tomorrow, the same thing. Wednesday, a little bit warmer. Looks like the mid-80s Wednesday. Maybe the upper 80s by Thursday and Friday. And Saturday, it looks like we've got some rain in the forecast as of right now anyway. And temperatures remaining in the mid-80s, I guess is fair to say. So it's not a bad-looking beginning to the springtime. When does spring actually kick in? The 20-something of this month, right? And when do we set the clocks? Let's see, the spring ahead. When do we put the clocks ahead?
It's the 20th is the first day of spring. It's a Sunday. And this Sunday, the 13th, you set the clocks ahead.
This Sunday?
Yes.
This Sunday, the 13th, you set the clocks. Boy, you look nice. That's a nice look for you.
Thank you. Thank you, Shelby, for the shirt. Nice gal. She gave me a shirt.
All right, let's see. There any ribbon cuttings I need to mention?
Yes, this Friday.
This one this Friday, okay.
Just one so far this week from Sadie.
The Ocala Marion County Chamber and Economic Partnership have a ribbon cutting on top of the world. Where? Just on top of the world?
That's all it said. That's all it gave me, and I couldn't find any other kind of information. So we've got an address there, and that's the address that was posted. 9 a.m. this Friday morning. 7893 Southwest 78th Circle. Yep.
If you want to know more, call 236-6869. If you want to be a member of the Ocala Marion County Chamber and Economic Partnership, call 629-8051. And just if I can give them a plug, when you network with other businesses, you are making your business potentially a better, bigger business.
Yep.
It helps to grow your business. Well, it helps to get the word out about the good thing you're doing. You know, sometimes we focus on that word grow. You want to grow your business. But the truth is, if you have something really awesome that you're offering, you know, whether it's a service or a product, you know, the truth is, you're actually, if you believe in your product, you believe in your service, as we do. We believe in this product. I truly do. I mean, I truly think that when you produce a radio show that you've got the listeners in mind, you really are doing something that hopefully you'll hit the mark a lot of times with the listeners and give them something that they will actually appreciate and be enriched by, or at least entertained by. You know, and entertaining is enrichment, isn't it?
Exactly.
All right, so let's see what I want to cover first before we read things. So Friday, we did the first Friday artwork. Saturday, we had a very, very busy day. And the whole community had a very, very busy day Saturday. There was so many things going on that we didn't get to. There was a Little League event. There was an event happening over at the Southeastern Livestock Pavilion.
Yep.
There was a Taste of Ocala event.
Yes. Exactly.
And by the way, I think Buddy's friends at Eaton's Beach, I think they won.
Oh.
I think they won the Taste of Ocala event, or had
good for them.
top honors or something. That's sort of the paper.
Well, that's excellent.
But we could only get to the ones we could get to, and we went to Special Olympics in the morning Saturday.
Yep.
Joe Martone was over at the Strawberry Festival from the point of the beginning of the day. Mm-hmm. You and I got there around, noon maybe?
Yeah, I would think so, yeah. Yeah, we waited 25 minutes in line to park.
It was a long way.
Yeah, a lot of people, thousands.
But just to recap, the Special Olympics was outstanding as always. And the biggest thing I'm impressed with Special Olympics is that you all showed up.
Yes.
And applauded and let those Special Olympics athletes know that you appreciated them. It's touching, and we had some local dignitaries. I'm so proud of you guys too. You showed up, Mayor Kent Gwynn. You are a classy guy.
Very classy.
Don Nottingham. That thing probably wouldn't have been as big as it is if you hadn't loaned your celebrity. Don Nottingham, if you don't know, is from the Miami Dolphins and other NFL teams that he had been with, but I guess the Dolphins is his main claim to fame, right?
Yep, he's got Super Bowl rings.
Yeah, he's been a Super Bowl
winner.
And so he teams up with Maria Roman, and whenever you go to a meeting, who do you see there? You see Maria, you see Don, and you see Brandon Cook.
Yes.
I think is how you say his name. Mm-hmm. Those three people, and oh gosh, don't forget Loida Moore. Yeah, David Moore's wife. Am I leaving anybody out? But it's usually a very small group of people when they meet to put these things together. So these are the ones who really put in all the sweat and tears, sweat anyway.
Exactly.
And then it comes together. It's just a wonderful thing to see it happen. So if you know anybody who would be interested in Special Olympics, the next event is 2 weeks.
Yep.
Well, a week from this Saturday, which is the
19th.
The equestrian event where they ride horses.
Yeah, at Marion Therapeutic Riding Association on the 19th of March.
So it's just nice to see. And I mentioned Mayor Gwynn. Let me also mention David Moore was there. School Superintendent George Tallman. What a classic guy, too.
George is absolutely outstanding.
Dory Funk, the wrestler, and his beautiful wife, Marty. Those two always show up and support things. And Dory brought his guy. Remind me of his name now.
Johnny
Magnum.
Johnny Magnum.
Johnny Magnum.
Yes.
And I didn't know. He was a professional wrestler, also in Ocala. Who knew we had these celebrities here?
I know.
So he was there supporting the kids. And who am I leaving out, Robin? Anybody? I'm sure I am. I'm sure I'm leaving out somebody.
But it was just absolutely amazing. Everybody came together. It was such a wonderful moment to see the parade of athletes, very emotional, and it's just incredible. The family and friends and people from the community that just came up to cheer our athletes on.
We did put a video of the 3 events. We put 3 events in one on the WOCA Facebook page and the WOCA YouTube channel.
Yep.
So then after that, we went to the Strawberry Festival, which was packed. I mean, packed. People bought strawberries. People were eating hamburgers. People had pancakes and strawberry shortcake and strawberry, I don't know, everything.
Yes, exactly.
And the zip line was open and the rides were running nicely and people were seeming to have a good time. There was a young man singing when we got there, and he seemed to be entertaining the audience pretty well. And
they had beauty queens there.
Beauty queens, the dogs. Oh, we saw this beautiful dog named Luther.
Yeah.
Luther, a young lady, really wonderful young lady, was walking around this big white dog. Do you remember what kind of dog it was?
I don't remember.
Big, white, fluffy.
It was a H kind of a Himalayan or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah. I think. But anyway, so big dog named Luther.
No, Pyrenees.
Yeah,
Pyrenees, that's what it was.
2 years old. The dog was 2 years old. And up for adoption. The only problem I would have is I'm sure the poop is really big from that dog. See, I would come home and the dog would have an accident, and that would be some accident. Just that would be such a big accident.
Yeah, you'd be, if you wouldn't see it, you'd step in it, you'd start to swim in it. It's like, okay,
here we go. Luther, come on. No, Luther needs a home where there's somebody home most of the time or all the time. See, I'm not home most of the time.
Yeah, and he loves children. I mean, there were a lot of children there that were petting him and loving on him, and it's just, he's such a beautiful dog. $90 it would cost to adopt him. That's all.
Good morning. You're on the air.
He was Great Pyrenees, and this is Linda. He had 5 adoption applications taken at the Strawberry Festival.
Did he really? Oh, that's great.
He got adopted.
That's great.
And we do have one more Great Pyrenees at the shelter. He's not ready for adoption yet, maybe in a week. So hopefully those 4 that's good in line for them, I'd take that one.
But they're big poopers, right? I'm thinking a dog that size.
I've seen them. They're only little.
No, come on.
They're only little. I've seen Chihuahuas bigger.
No. No. This big dog. No.
My smallest dog makes bigger piles than my largest dog.
I don't know. That's crazy. It's okay though. I mean, you housebreak them, you bring them to a home. They have lots of nice family members. Yeah.
A lot of children.
Did you see the pet contest?
No, we got there late because we had to go to Special
Olympics first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in it with a dog, and the dogs were so cute. There was about probably 40, 50 dogs in the contest. It was adorable.
Wow.
But it was a great event.
Well, if you want to see Luther in our video, we put the video up on YouTube. And
I'll have to go do it, and I'll have to let the shelter see it. They'll love it.
And I don't know the young lady's name. Oh, yes, I do. Gwen. Oh, gosh. Williams was her last name.
Yeah.
She was a volunteer, which is so sweet. A lot of the kids came out to volunteer and help out.
Yeah.
I think we had like 3 teenage volunteers out there for the Humane Society, and those kids are great.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were all marvelous. You had a lot of nice dogs.
I mean, the community comes together. You really get the sense for the community when you go to one of these events. Thank you, Linda.
Yeah, and not only did he get adopted, but 5 others did too.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Nice.
Yeah, but wonderful.
I have to really, really just turn my head because I can't get a dog right now.
Yeah, that was a pretty good setup too. So if you were,
yeah, it's hard. It's hard.
You need a fence. You need somebody home a lot.
Yeah.
You know, it's wow.
Thank you, Linda.
You're welcome.
Appreciate the call. And then the third thing we did was we went to Queen of Peace Catholic Church. Our friend Doug's mother died several years ago, maybe 2 years ago, and so he wants to spread her ashes in the water. He wanted to do it in the river, but I said I don't think that's legal. Anyway, so. I said, she never had a memorial service. Why don't we take the ashes to be blessed? Well, he had 2 friends who brought him to Queen of Peace to have that done. And we videotaped Father Patrick O'Doherty blessing the ashes. And what a touching little ceremony that Father O'Doherty did kind of on the spot. That was really, really sweet.
Oh, it was absolutely.
Really sweet. So we got all 3 events on our video if you're interested. Good morning. You're on the air. Thank you for calling.
Good morning. It's Beth.
Hiya, Beth.
You know, when I was a kid, my mother always worked. So when our piano needed to be tuned, she would leave a key for the piano tuner to come in. And she came home one day, and our collie apparently had a lovely accident. That's not small either. And the piano tuner left her a note that said, "I just wanted you to know that I did not do this." And to boot, I stepped in it.
So the piano tuner stepped in it?
What?
The piano tuner stepped in it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, my parents apparently went out to work and I to school, and nobody realized it was there.
Oh,
the
no.
piano tuner lets himself in, and oh, boy.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nasty. Did he leave footprints everywhere?
I guess he did.
What's wrong with him?
Child at the time.
Well, he probably didn't see it.
Very funny. I know that.
That's silly.
Probably dark.
That's crazy. And collies collies are big poopers. They're big poopers.
Oh yeah. Well, when you were talking about the Great Pyrenees, I was thinking.
There's no way the Chihuahua is as big as him. No way. I bet you the poop from the Great Pyrenees is as big as the whole Chihuahua.
Probably.
Oh God, yeah, they're big and they're beautiful. Oh my God.
All right. Thank you, Beth.
All right. Just thought I'd share.
All right. Well, I guess we've had enough fun for a Monday. We better come back and talk about something serious, huh? You think? Or no? No? Maybe? We'll be right back. We'll see what happens.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident for Monday. A nice day with sunshine and some clouds and a high of 75 to 79. Monday night will be clear to partly cloudy with lows ranging from the low 50s in a few inland spots to about 60 along the coast. Tuesday, mostly sunny and gorgeous, high 77 to 81. Wednesday, breezy and warm with sunshine and some clouds, high 78 to 82. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Strategy call pays off in Atlanta despite an overtime finish. I'm Woody Kane. This is the Monday Morning Race Refresher on the Motor Racing Network.
Big news, fans of not boring things. NASCAR is coming to Phoenix for spring break. What's that going to be like? Imagine Dale Jr., Jimmy Johnson, Kyle Don't Hate the Champion, Hate the Game, Bush, barbecuing, camping, live racing, getting caught up in cheering way louder than you expected, tailgating games, unofficial night games we can't really talk about, live music, fist pumping, chest bumping, holy Harvick, how have we not done this before? The Good Sam 500, March 11th through the 13th. For tickets from only $25, visit PhoenixRaceway.com.
Crew Chief Chad Canals called Jimmy Johnson to pit road earlier than the rest of the leaders in Sunday's Folds of Honor Quick Trip 500 at Atlanta Motor Speedway, and he survived a late charge by Kevin Harvick, then an overtime finish to get his first victory of the season.
I'm like, I feel you. It's aggressive. I was running through the scenarios in my mind and knew that it gave us a chance to win. At the same time, I think it didn't pan out. We would have ended up second or third where we were kind of running anyway. So I thought it was a great call. And then, more and more laps went by and those guys never pitted. I'm like, are we on a two-stop strategy at the end? I didn't know what was going on. And I felt like we were in a bad situation being out so many more laps in front of those guys. But in the end, it turned out, we had a 5-second gap that we could manage.
It was Johnson's 76th career victory, tying him on the all-time list with the late Dale Earnhardt. Dale Earnhardt Jr. finished second Sunday with Kyle Busch, Kurt Busch, and Carl Edwards filling out the top 5. Kyle leads the standings by 3 points over Martin Truex Jr. and by 4 over Kevin Harvick. Next up, Las Vegas Motor Speedway Sunday. That's the Monday morning race refresher. I'm Woody Kane on the Motor Racing Network.
WOCA, If you want to avoid getting ripped off and put more money in your pocket, then join me, Clark Howard, every weeknight at 6, right here on WOCA, The Source.
Visit the WOCA website at www.woca.com.
10 minutes before 8 o'clock. It's Monday morning. I hope you're doing well. And let's see some of these news items we didn't even begin to talk about yet. After earning a record 5 MVP awards and finally his second Super Bowl trophy, Peyton Manning will officially announce his retirement today. That's according to the Broncos. The news says that if there were a Mount Rushmore for NFL quarterbacks throughout history, Manning undoubtedly would be cast in stone alongside Montana, Tom Brady, and Johnny Unitas. We'll have to ask our sports friends to see if they agree with that. Mm-hmm. The announcement won't take Manning's teammates by surprise. He sent text messages to them to let them know the news hours before it became public. So.
Oh, wow.
European Union leaders will meet with Turkish officials today with hopes of slowing the 1 million migrants expected to arrive in Europe this year. Another 1 million migrants entered the continent last year from Syria and other troubled nations, creating Europe's largest migration crisis since World War II.
Gosh.
In Brussels, European Union leaders will push Greece to deport refugees to Turkey, which currently hosts about 2 million migrants already, and asks Turkey's prime minister where his country can do more, or whether his country can do more.
Wow.
The financial support for both Turkey and Greece remains under consideration.
Mm-hmm. Gosh, that's a lot of people.
Let's see. North Korea threatened an indiscriminate preemptive nuclear strike of justice on Washington and Seoul today. Did you hear what I read? North Korea threatened an indiscriminate preemptive nuclear strike of justice. A preemptive nuclear... Oh, we're going to preempt something.
Yeah.
We're going to drop an atomic nuclear bomb on Washington, D.C.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The latest belligerent statement comes in reaction to the start of huge U.S.-South Korean military drills. North Korea's statement said, quote, "If we push the buttons to annihilate the enemies even right now, all bases of provocations will be reduced to seize in flames and ashes in one moment."
Obama better do something right now.
Similar nuclear threats by the North were made in 2013 around the time of the springtime military drills. Analysts say one part of North Korea's traditional anger over the drills is that they force the impoverished country to respond with its own costly war games. Peyton Manning may not be the only athlete announcing his retirement today. Maria Sharapova has called a news conference to make what her agent calls a major announcement at noon in Los Angeles. The announcement comes days after Sharapova announced that she was pulling out of the BNP Paribas Open at Indian Wells because of a left forearm injury.
Was that golf? I don't know what that is.
She suffered a string of injuries in recent years, including a right leg injury that caused her to withdraw from the U.S. Open.
Oh, okay. Then it's golf then. Okay. I think. U.S. Open? I don't know. I have to look all this stuff up. Or is it tennis? I don't know. You can tell I'm really abreast of sports.
The five-time major champion hasn't competed since losing to Serena Williams in the Australian
Okay,
Open
there you go. So it's
in
tennis now. There you go. A name I recognize, Serena Williams. It's tennis. Okay, I'm on board now. Okay, I am on board now.
Former professional wrestler Hulk Hogan is getting ready to rumble today in a $100 million lawsuit against the news and gossip website Gawker in a courtroom here in Florida.
Oh.
The lawsuit is over a sex tape the celebrity made with the wife of his one-time friend, radio personality Bubba the Love Sponge.
He went to bed with his friend's wife.
Hulk Hogan, whose legal name is Terry Bollea, says Gawker violated his privacy while the website contends the video was a legitimate scoop. Hogan has also said Gawker's lawyers leaked information from the tapes.
Of course. They're looking to make a movie of the week here for a lot of money.
Yeah.
Oh, gee. Gosh.
What else do we have here?
Bubba the Love Sponge. I just like the name. With this loss associated
Somebody
with
told us
lawsuit.
he was our competition in town. Is that right?
Yeah. Somebody told us. I don't know. We're just us.
Yeah, but it's an act on his part.
Mm-hmm.
It's all an act.
Yeah.
You get nothing but a phone. You might laugh at it. It might be funny.
Mm-hmm.
But it's an act.
Exactly. At least we're genuine.
At least when you say you don't know the difference between tennis and golf, it's legit.
Exactly.
It's not an act.
Exactly.
You don't know the difference.
It's the truth. You said Serena Williams. It's like, okay, I know now. It's tennis. Thank you. You gave me a name I recognize.
All right. If you're living together without being married, boys and girls,
yes,
you are breaking the law. You could be subjected to, and it is arbitrarily, apparently, enforced.
Really?
In Florida, yes, there's a $500 fine or 60 days in the county jail for living with somebody without being married to him or her.
Okay.
How about that?
Wow. No common law recognition then.
The Florida Senate has voted unanimously to repeal that 150-year-old law making cohabitation a crime. The law makes it a crime for a man and a woman to live together without being married, and it has been illegal in Florida since 1868.
Okay.
There's a $500 fine, 60 days in jail, and State Senator Eleanor Sobel says that's ridiculous.
There you go.
She said only 3 states are left with these outdated statutes. They are Florida, Michigan, and Mississippi.
Well, they better fix it then.
No.
Florida legislators.
The name is Mrs. Sippy.
Oh, that's right.
You better have marriage as part of the deal. There are 500,000 couples in Florida who are living together without being married right now. I wonder how they know that. Sobel's bill repealing the ban on cohabitation is now waiting for action by the state.
Maybe it's the IRS filings. Isn't there something on there that
Probably,
says? Yeah. So they get there in tune.
The New York Times and the Washington Post both went for the negative early in their reporting yesterday on the death of former First Lady Nancy Reagan. If you didn't already know, Nancy Reagan died over the weekend.
That was sad. Yesterday, I think she died.
The Washington Times chief political correspondent Bryant York was first to tweet about the New York Times obituary, saying, would not have guessed that 3 of the first 7 paragraphs from the New York Times Nancy Reagan obit would be about Iran-Contra.
Wow. She was so cool.
So I looked that up to see what it said, actually, and it says this. This is the obituary.
Okay.
That people are upset with. Mrs. Reagan helped hire and fire the political consultants who ran her husband's near-miss campaign for the Republican presidential campaign in 1976 and his successful campaign for presidency in 1980. She played a seminal role in the 1987 ouster of the White House Chief of Staff Donald T. Reagan, whom Mrs. Reagan blamed for ineptness after it was disclosed that Mr. Reagan had secretly approved arms sales to Iran. Behind the scenes, Mrs. Reagan was the prime mover in Mr. Reagan's efforts to recover from the scandal, which was known as Iran-Contra, because some of the proceeds from the sale had been diverted to the Contras opposing the leftist government of Nicaragua.
Wow.
So, and it goes on from there. So obviously they were making their political statement about a lady everybody considers to be a classy lady.
Exactly.
Lived to be 94, I think.
Gosh.
I think it was 94.
Wow.
All right, we'll take a little break. When we come back with Galen Unold, I want to ask him for tips on taking a cruise to the Caribbean and also tell him about some questionable quotations on signs. We'll be right back.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Pat O'Neill. Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders mixing it up in their Flint, Michigan debate last night when Clinton accused Sanders on CNN of turning his back on the auto industry.
If you are talking about the Wall Street bailout, where some of your friends destroyed this economy, excuse me, I'm talking.
They also tangled over trade policies and Wall Street influence, but both agreed the Flint water crisis is a scandal for which people should be fired.
Fox Radio's Jack Callahan. Sanders, meanwhile, winning yesterday's Maine caucuses, the Michigan primaries tomorrow. On the GOP side, Marco Rubio wins the primary in Puerto Rico.
We cannot win if we nominate someone that a third of our party rejects.
Rubio campaigning in Idaho, one of 4 states with nominating contests tomorrow. A plane carrying NASCAR team members headed from Las Vegas to Charlotte made a safe emergency landing early today in Memphis. Nobody was hurt. Fox News, we report, you decide.
When I grow up, I want to be a new pair of blue jeans. When I grow up, I want to be a kid's first computer. When I grow up, I want to be a glass countertop in a new home. When I grow up, I want to be a kid's best birthday present. When I grow up, I want to be a football stadium. When I grow up, I want to be a warm fleece on a cold day. When I grow up, I want to be a fancy backsplash. I want to be a bike that races around the country. When I grow up, I want to be a bench on a forest trail. I want to be a rocking chair on a sunny porch. I want to be a skyscraper. I want to be When I grow up, I don't want to be a piece of garbage. And if you recycle me, I won't be.
Give your garbage another life. Recycle. Learn how at iwanttoberecycled.org. A public service advertisement brought to you by Keep America Beautiful and the Ad Council.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Gene Powell Pasture Mowing. Gene and Debbie would like to thank you for another successful year of business. We also want to wish everybody a safe, healthy, and prosperous 2016. We are ready to be of service with our pasture mowing. 352-629-2440. Locally owned and operated, experienced and reliable, commercial and residential, licensed and insured. Powell Gene, Gene at yahoo.com. 352-629-2440. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing. 352-629-2440.
whether you're building it up or knocking it down, get it done, rent it now. Sunbelt Rentals is here to make your job a little easier. Our knowledgeable staff will help you find the right equipment for any job, big or small. Did you know that Sunbelt Rentals carries heaters, generators, lighting, traffic control, and so much more? So whether you're building it up or knocking it down, we've got the equipment you need. Get it done, rent now. And right now, for a limited time, you can have it for less. Just by mentioning this ad, if you rent it Friday afternoon, you can keep it the whole weekend and only pay for one day. But this is a limited time offer, so stop into Sunbelt Rentals today, Northwest 27th, just a quarter mile east of I-75. For more information, just give us a call, 352-369-9101. 352-369-9101. Sunbelt Rentals. Get it done, rent it now. 352-369-9101.
Get it for less at the DIY Home Center outlet. Get top quality real wood cabinets the same or less than the big box stores are selling the cheap stuff. And that's not all. Drywall screws big box stores are $6.47 a pound. At DIY, only $4.99. Plus, DIY has the largest selection of mobile home parts and accessories anywhere. From carpet to doors, get the DIY supplies you need for less. The DIY Home Center outlet. We are your building material closeout store. 2191 Northwest 10th Street, just 2 miles east of I-75.
Putting the local back into radio. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. WOCA. News. Variety. Information. Now. Keep your arms and legs on the inside at all times.
The most trusted name in news, Fox News, every half hour, only on 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source.
WOCA. All right, Galen, Unold is on the phone making fun of our inability to understand sports. 5 minutes after 8 o'clock. Good morning, Galen.
Hey, good morning, Larry, Robin. How are y'all?
Good. We saw the LifeSouth bus at the Strawberry Festival.
Yes.
We included it in on our video.
Yes, it is.
Oh, beautiful.
Which you don't see anymore because you don't do the Facebook thing, which you dragged me into Facebook and then you bailed out of it.
Well, it'll be on YouTube, and
I'm
a
YouTube.
subscriber to your channel on YouTube.
Oh, good.
And so it'll pop up there. And
good. So then
I
you'll see.
will see said video.
So when are you going on your vacation again? 2 weeks? 1.5 weeks?
Yeah, the 17th.
So a week from Friday, right?
Thursday.
Week from Thursday. All right. Well, I want to pick your brain about that a little bit.
All right.
Because one of these days.
My boss is like, look, he said, where are you at? I said, well, I'm somewhere in the Caribbean right now. He goes, well, you got like 2 weeks. I'm like, just think it's just going to get worse from here. I got spring fever bad.
Yeah.
I do.
I don't blame you.
I've been cold for like 4 months. I'm ready to get hot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on the beach.
Oh, you will on that beach. Beautiful beach.
Hope so.
How important is it to see pretty people on the beach for you?
Well, my wife's there, so, I mean, it's a given.
Yeah, that's a good answer. That was a smart answer. But I mean, would you
married almost 19 years?
But if you had a choice, if you had a choice for you and your wife to be on an abandoned beach where there was nobody but you, the two of you and the children, of course.
Yeah.
Or a crowded beach with a bunch of overweight, not so good-looking people.
Well, that's not a good option.
Or a crowded beach with lots of really good-looking people. Which would you prefer?
I'd rather it just. I don't like a crowded beach.
All right.
Yeah, I don't. I don't. I'd rather there be 2 ugly people right next to me in my vicinity than like 1,000 pretty people. Does that help?
How about a sparsely populated beach? Where I mean,
I think if you had your preference, you'd always rather pretty people instead of ugly people. I mean, I don't know. There aren't too many people out there who go, wow, if there are just more ugly people around.
Just
curious. If I want to go see ugly people, I'll just go walk at Walmart. If you don't believe me, Google Walmart people. I mean,
I've seen those videos. I know.
I've seen them in person.
But you could do the same thing. You could do the same thing anywhere. You could get a camera and just say, okay, look at the people that I found walking in the streets of New York. And they could all be the worst people ever.
Because of Walmart and how many people are in Walmart, you just get more of it. Yeah, I mean, you're going to you find some strange stuff every time you go in there.
Yeah, your odds are greater. I do. I see it.
I saw this woman the other day. She was wearing camo, and she had to weigh. I'm not kidding. 250, 275.
Oh, we saw some camel wearing girls on Saturday.
5'1".
We saw the young Marines. Boy, they were in good shape, weren't they, Robin?
Yeah.
Well, that's different. Yeah.
Yeah.
His were camouflage yoga pants.
Gee.
And my son had the line of the day. He said, "Wow, it's a good thing she's wearing camo and we can't see her."
Oh, that's funny.
I mean, there was all kinds of stuff going out of that. It was not a pretty. And I know you're a big fan of yoga pants.
I am a fan of yoga pants.
That would have changed your mind.
I'm just thinking, if you were running for president right now, Mr. Trump, this would be the headline. Galen Unold makes fun of heavy woman wearing camouflage pants.
Yeah, but you know what? I would, just like Trump, I would probably get more votes out of it.
Exactly.
It's the truth.
Well, yeah, he's
That
real.
woman would even vote for me.
All right, so I have a two-track segment today with you. First of all, I want to give you two tracks. Yeah, I want you to give the first track is for you to tell me and Robin and everybody what we need to do to plan a trip like you're doing, because I want to do what you're doing.
Okay.
I don't want to always live vicariously. I want to actually do something one day. All right. And then I have this fun topic called suspicious quotes.
Okay.
Suspicious quotes. It's just suspicious.
I hope they're not from me, but yeah. That's
No. It's usually one word. I'll give you an example so you know what I'm talking about. There's a sign outside of an Indian restaurant, and it says Indian fish available fresh, and the word fish is in quotation marks.
Oh.
Well, what is it?
Oh.
Then? Is it? What do you mean? What's the quote for? Is it really like something else?
Yeah.
So it's suspicious.
Like a cat or something.
Like it's probably fish, but they just didn't understand the use of quotation marks.
Yeah? You don't think it's a cat?
Well, they could be. It could be.
They're the same color, right?
For legal purposes, they could be saying, I didn't say it was fish. I had fish in quotes. It's really roaches.
Oh, ew. Galen's calling back. He jumped off. He's calling back.
Galen jumped off.
He's calling back.
What happened? We knocked you off the line? What happened there?
Galen.
No, I hit the wrong button.
All right, tell us how is the blood supply? What do we need to know? How was the turnout as far as the one visit to the Strawberry Festival? Did you guys do a lot of blood getting?
Yeah, we did really, really well. I don't know the exact numbers, but we had a really strong day. So, when you get that many people on a glorious day like that, it's just a great opportunity for us, and we're thankful to have it. And we did really well. So, thank you for everybody who came out.
There you go. Actually, the guy, what's the guy's name who was always like the...
Oh, he's dressed up like in a St. Patrick's Day uniform.
Yeah.
And stuff like that during Light Up Ocala. I forget his name.
He said the day started very hard. The generators broke, and they had to go back and get all the supplies out of one bus, put them into the other one.
Just a typical day.
So you had a rough start, apparently.
Yeah, you said they were like an hour and a half late.
It's just people don't realize that Bloodmobile runs 363 days a year for anywhere from 8 to 12 hours a day, and we do have routine maintenance, but they just get beat up, and we do our best.
But we had a funny. He said something to us that we found kind of funny. He said to us, "Do me a favor and promote it on your radio show, would you?" And I said, "Yeah, sure, no problem. Sure, no problem."
It's like, okay.
Thank you, Kevin. He listens to the show too. It's kind of funny. He tells me all the time what I do wrong. I love it.
I guess he doesn't think it's like us, that it's you.
Maybe he thinks we're from another station.
Oh, there you go.
What you should have done is, point it on the bus and go, kind of like that sign there on the bus.
Yeah, without our names on it.
Yeah.
The sign without our names on it.
Exactly.
Well, that's a Dan issue. You need to take that up with Dan.
All right. So let's see. Did you tell us what we need to know? How is the blood supply in general?
We have, we're okay. We again had a good day. We got a 3-day blood supply. We still need O. And our collections are starting to catch up with our usage. And then, of course, we have spring break coming up in 2 weeks. And, again, we'll take another little dip. But just get out there, give the gift of life, and donate blood.
Excellent. You do a good job, Galen.
That message wouldn't be possible if we didn't have a couple of sponsors. We have two really good ones. Penn Flooring is one of those, and Penn Flooring has some beautiful flooring. They've been putting floors in people's homes and offices for more than 25 years here in Ocala. They have a showroom so you can see what they could do for you. The showroom is at 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the McKay-Williams Bridge. Thank the folks over at Penn Flooring for sponsoring Galen Unold's LifeSouth segment each morning. And thank the folks over at Palm Garden. They have something called Chats at the Garden, where they invite experts to talk about special things of interest. It might be things of health. This time it's of identity. Mm-hmm. They have an identity theft experts coming in to speak. Don't know what day they're doing that, but
the 22nd of March. It's a Tuesday.
There's a commercial coming up, but they'll tell you all about it. But anyway, thank the folks at Palm Garden. Remember, they have long-term skilled nursing care. They have rehab there. They have respite there. And just go check out the facility at Palm Garden. You'll love what you see.
You will.
And what you smell. It smells good.
It does.
It has to pass the sniff test for me if I'm going to use a facility like that.
Oh, certainly.
It does.
It does.
Absolutely.
It's got to smell clean.
All right. So, oh, gosh. Okay. All right. So when we come back... Just real quickly, give us some tips if we're gonna put together a cruise, and then I want to tell you some suspicious quotes, like Indian fish, quote unquote. All right, we'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. For Monday, a nice day with sunshine and some clouds and a high of 75 to 79. Monday night will be clear to partly cloudy with lows ranging from the low 50s in a few inland spots to about 60 along the coast. Tuesday, mostly sunny and gorgeous, high 77 to 81. Wednesday, breezy and warm with sunshine and some clouds, high 78 to 82. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Palm Garden's Chats at the Garden is all new on March 22nd from 2 till 3 p.m.
Great. I love Palm Garden's Chats. What's the topic?
Metro Crime Prevention is speaking about identity theft, purse snatching, fraud and scams, guns, weapons, and more.
We all need to go to Palm Garden on Tuesday, March 22nd from 2 to 3 p.m. I'm calling 854-6262 now.
That's 352-854-6262 for Palm Garden.
Here's what you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
Most couples get ring tattoos after the wedding ceremony, not for the engagement, which is smart considering 25% of all engaged couples, they never make it to the altar. Taking breaks help boost our mood and makes us more creative and productive. When a woman feels threatened, she tends to touch the front of her neck or play with her necklace because it's an area that's physically vulnerable. For men, their towel is fidgeting with their tie.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
Stay informed on everything going on in the Villages with the Village Spectator newspaper. The Village Spectator is exclusively devoted to the Villages with news, commentary, and more. And yes, they have Tom's Picks, a free referral for people who are looking for a company to do work for them. Tom's Picks will refer the company that fits your needs, and all we ask is that you tell them where you heard about them. Call Tom's Picks at 804-1223 and pick up your copy of the Village Spectator today.
Now read Ocala Downtown newspaper online.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Career Source Citrus Levy Marion brings together business and community partners, economic development leaders, and educational providers to connect employers with qualified, skilled talent and job seekers with employment and career development opportunities. Tune in the first and third Wednesday of each month at 9:30 a.m. to Career Source Citrus Levy Marion and learn how they can help you.
All right, 18 minutes after 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in.
Are they still on the line?
I don't know. Somebody called me. Somebody called me.
Do you know that
Are you
person?
still there? I don't know.
Hello.
I have no idea. They called me on my phone. Galen, Unold is on the phone. All right, we're going to talk about a few things. All right, so what do you how far in advance do you get a plan to a trip to the Caribbean? How far in advance?
I do. A Canadian just cut me off. That's a true story.
Oh.
I go a year out on all my vacations. My rule of thumb is I book my next vacation while I'm on vacation. So we booked this a little over a year ago.
Wow. I never realized you have to do it that far in advance.
The reason no, you don't have to. You don't have to. The reason I do it is it gives me a year to pay for it. Because before I go to any vacation, it has to be paid for in my mind, or I don't relax. I just think about, oh my gosh, this is going to cost so much money. How am I going to pay for this?
Oh, okay.
And I don't like to put things on credit cards or anything like that. And one thing I like about Royal Caribbean, they should write me a check, is that you can pay for your cruise. So we booked it a year ago, and so throughout the year we paid a little bit every month.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that. That's enough information right there.
That way, it was much easier for me to pay for it, and so I don't have to use credit cards.
So what have you
like that.
What have you learned about where to get the room? Like, do you get a room with a view? How do you know what kind of room to get?
Well, it all depends on how much money you want to spend. I mean, you can get when you go on their website is really, really good. You can get an interior cabin for significantly less. You can get a room with a porthole, which is just a little window.
Is that good?
And then you can get a balcony. I'll be honest with you. If you're going to go, I'm going for 10 days, I want that balcony. That balcony I love it.
That's got to be awesome.
So this is our fourth year in a row we've gone on spring break. We did the beach and it was so cold and miserable. I was so mad, because I go to the beach to hang out on the beach, not to go in and go to some arcade 2 miles away from the beach. So,
right.
So in the Caribbean, I know I'm going to get warm weather. I know it's going to be beautiful. I don't have to. What I also like about the cruise is once I get on the boat, all my food's covered. I don't have to pay for any of that, and that's always one of those hidden costs when you're going on a vacation that you really don't know about. I mean, you can budget for it, but you don't know how much the cost.
So, what's one mistake a new person would make on what's one mistake I might make as a new person doing this?
On a cruise, I would go for a shorter day just to make sure that you're going to like it.
A shorter day?
First of all, you don't want to go a shorter trip.
Okay.
You don't want to go on a 10-day cruise if you've never gone on a cruise.
Okay, why?
Because you may not like it. I mean, not everybody likes cruises, and that's one thing I have found is people either love them or they hate them, and there's nothing in between. So I've seen people who are on the boat for the first time and they're miserable. So you don't want to do that. So I would go on a 3-day or maybe a 4-day and then kind of work your way up to make sure you're going to like it. Because there's some things you have to deal with. I mean, it's a very, very small bathroom. The rooms aren't big. And you have to actually enjoy being on the boat. The boat is where you're going to be at.
Makes sense.
That sounds like good. Let me take a phone call. Good morning. You're on the air with Galen Unold.
Hey, guys. Good morning. It's Mike McCoy.
Hi, Mike.
Hello, Mike.
One thing Galen said about taking the shorter trip. If you've never been on a cruise, I've got one clue for you. If you're going on a cruise, if you have any susceptibility to motion sickness, try to get a cabin as close to the center line of the ship and as close to the middle of the ship as possible. That's where you're going to get the less movement. If you're up high in the ship and you're very far forward or aft, you're going to get a lot more motion from the ship. But the closer you can get to the middle of that ship, the better you're going to be more stable. It's not going to move so much.
I'm in the middle.
And if you've got children or something and you want to have a window, of course, like he said, you're going to have the outboard rooms. But for us, I just an inboard room because you don't spend that much time in the room. Really, for us, it's just a place to sleep.
Oh, okay. Wow.
But
That's a good piece of advice, because that might happen to me. I might be the guy.
And again, these ships are massive, and they have stabilizers. They really are big, and it depends on the time you sail, too. This time of the year, the waters are going to be very, very calm for us. Especially when you're going to the Caribbean, we're not crossing the Atlantic. But yeah, that's a good point. And again, another reason why to go to
Thanksgiving, and we went to the Caribbean, the Western Caribbean. So,
okay.
and it was, believe it or not, it was really cold the whole time we were down there till we got into Rotan in Honduras. But Costa Maya was pretty nice, but the trip down was cold outside. You couldn't go out on the decks without coats on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've always wanted to do one of those Alaska ones. The Alaska cruise sounds fun.
My brother went on there with Ramona and Aaron, and they had the best time ever. They walked on a glacier.
Thank you, Mike.
They went everywhere on the Alaska.
So let me ask you about themes. Okay. I had a friend, when he got married, he and his wife took a cruise, and they were on a ship where there was a group. The whole ship wasn't this theme, but there was a group, and their theme was swingers. Mm-hmm. And so they were at this table with one of them, and they said, "Hey, you guys want to swap wives?" See, that would be horrible. I mean, I mean, not to be prejudiced here, but I mean, wouldn't there be certain groups you wouldn't want to be traveling with?
I would think you would know that was happening before you got on the boat. I'll give you an example. So when we go, it's spring break, and so there'll be 6,000 something people on the boat. Over 2,000 of them will be under the age of 18 because it's spring break.
Okay, that sounds fun.
That's one of the reasons why we do it. Our boys will have a lot of people to hang out with, and they love it. They'll check it. We'll get on the boat. We'll go to the room. We'll find out where the room is, and then they'll disappear. And then they'll come back for dinner, and then they'll disappear, and then they'll come back at whenever we decide they need to come back, whether it's 11 or 12 or whatever. And then they'll wake up, and then they'll disappear, and then they'll come back for dinner. It's fantastic. So.
All right. Well, thank you for the advice. All right, so I have some suspicious quotes, right? You go to a restaurant, and it says Indian fish available, fresh, and the fish is in quotes. What the heck? Why is it in quotes? A Chinese restaurant has it on their sign, great Chinese food. Great is in quote marks. It's not really that great. It's just great. Pure Swiss chocolate. The word chocolate is in quotes.
Oh.
What is it?
Why would they do that?
Yeah, what the heck? What's in there? Okay.
Chocolate is chocolate. Well, you said bugs earlier, so ooh.
Delos's Specials has on their sign homemade soup. Soup is in quote marks.
Oh.
Soup.
Oh, how can you do?
What that could be, like a stew instead? I don't know.
Have a tasty frozen drink. The word tasty is in quotes. It's tasty. Would you say it's tasty? It's not really tasty. Yes.
All right.
Fresh sliced daily. Daily is in quotes.
Now that doesn't make sense.
It's not really daily.
Really, that's
it's sometimes.
All right, our bottled water is not affected by the Niagara recall. The word "not" in quotes. It's not affected by the recall. Quote unquote.
That could be though.
How about this one? Free dinner, in quotes. Free dinner.
The word "free" in quotes, or the whole free dinner in quotes?
Free dinner in quotes. Yes.
Oh, gee.
It's an entertaining health seminar. It costs $250 for the seminar, but you get a free dinner. Oh, now I see why it's in quotes.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, they do that in town. They'll go to the buffets and stuff. The insurance people, and they'll say, "Come in and have a free lunch."
All right. Don Peros. Breakfast burritos are back. Burritos is in quote. Cootie Brown's restaurant has real food.
Cootie.
Real food is in quotes.
Cody or Cootie?
Huh?
Cootie?
Cootie. It says
Cootie or Cody?
Cootie. COOTIE.
Cootie Brown's is
wow,
a
it is
restaurant.
Cootie.
Cootie Brown's real food in quotes. Real food
Cootie
is
Brown. Cootie Brown.
Let's get some quote unquote real food. Let's get some
real food.
Yes.
President. A lot of MSG in
Do not remove this tag. Warn children of the risk of death by electric shock. Death is in quotes. You might die. Not really die. Just
No, you just
kind of die.
get thrown on your tush if you mess with it.
Stock building open to the public. Public is in quotes. That's everybody except for some people. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. It's private. Really is.
This storyteller's bookstore sells books. Books is in quotes.
Probably magazines.
How would they do that?
Books is the front, and then you got the magazine.
Oh, this is the one I liked a lot. This one made me laugh. Where was the quote marks in this one?
Free dinner in quotes. I love that. Good morning, ladies.
Tile and tub scrubber. Where's the thing in quotes? I didn't.
Scrubber in quotes?
Well, I shrunk the picture so that I could have it on paper without.
Oh. Tub is in quotes.
I don't know what it is. Okay, let me do the next one. Please donate new underwear. The word new in quotes.
People make
good.
money from
That's not
selling
good at
their quote new unquote underwear.
And the last one is security guard. The word security is in quotes.
Oh.
Security. It's a guard. Well, no, what is securing?
I like new underwear.
All right, Galen's spring fever is very contagious. I got it now.
It is. Can't wait.
All right, we are 20
Go to a
seconds.
baseball game.
There you go.
Yeah. No, I really want to do that too.
There you
All right, where's the Bloodmobile? We got 10 seconds.
It's on top of the world today.
On top of the world.
Yes.
All right, Galen. Enjoy your day. Be careful and watch out for those Canadian drivers.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
All right.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Fox News Radio, I'm Pat O'Neill. Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders mixing it up in their Flint, Michigan debate last night when Clinton accused Sanders on CNN of turning his back on the auto industry.
If you are talking about the Wall Street bailout, where some of your friends destroyed this economy, excuse me, I'm talking.
They also tangled over trade policies and Wall Street influence, but both agreed the Flint water crisis is a scandal for which people should be fired.
Fox Radio's Jack Callahan. Sanders, meanwhile, winning yesterday's Maine caucuses, the Michigan primaries tomorrow. On the GOP side, Marco Rubio wins the primary in Puerto Rico.
We cannot win if we nominate someone that a third of our party rejects.
Rubio campaigning in Idaho, one of 4 states with nominating contests tomorrow. A plane carrying NASCAR team members headed from Las Vegas to Charlotte made a safe emergency landing early today in Memphis. Nobody was hurt. Fox News, we report, you decide.
When I grow up, I want to be a new pair of blue jeans. When I grow up, I want to be a kid's first computer. When I grow up, I want to be a glass countertop in a new home. When I grow up, I want to be a kid's best birthday present. When I grow up, I want to be a football stadium. When I grow up, I want to be a warm fleece on a cold day. When I grow up, I want to be a fancy backsplash. I want to be a bike that races around the country. When I grow up, I want to be a bench on a forest trail. I want to be a rocking chair on a sunny porch. I want to be a skyscraper. I want to be When I grow up, I don't want to be a piece of garbage. And if you recycle me, I won't be.
Give your garbage another life. Recycle. Learn how at iwanttoberecycled.org. A public service advertisement brought to you by Keep America Beautiful and the Ad Council.
Howdy, folks. Did you ever have someone get fresh with you? RL here to tell you what to do. Just get along down to Dairy Queen Silver Springs and keep your New Year's resolution to eat fresh. That's right, fresh garden salads topped with crunchy fried or grilled chicken, or a fresh banana shake, or a banana split. That's the kind of fresh folks like at Dairy Queen Silver Springs, where they always treat you like kings and queens.
Hello, gorgeous.
Hi, this is Becky at Hello Gorgeous Salon. Let's get rid of those sun damaged ends and faded out color and get into something rich and vibrant. It's time to get that new look started. So call today and set up your appointment at Hello Gorgeous Salon, 351-5358. Hello Gorgeous is a certified Brazilian blowout salon. We can tame those locks, leaving your hair healthy and shiny with a Brazilian smoothing treatment. And whether you're going on a job interview or out on a date, your hands do a lot of talking. Manicures are a must. Hello Gorgeous is a full-service salon, so let us help you make a great first impression. Call us today to set your appointment at Hello Gorgeous. Our number is 352-351-5358. Again, that's 352-351-5358. Hello Gorgeous is conveniently located in the heart of downtown Ocala, right next to the historic Marion Theater. And don't forget, we also do men and children's cuts too.
Hello, Gorgeous.
We're saving thousands with Robert Palmer.
So rule number one is always shop around. Always shop around. If you're trying to get a mortgage, if you're trying to get the best credit card, if you're looking at student loans, cell phone bills, you name it, rule number one is always shop around. Always shop around.
That's rule number one, just one more vital part of fighting back to stop being a financial zombie. Yes, you can take the mystery out of the complicated world of finances. Take charge when it comes to your money. Listen in on The Source, 96.3 FM and 1370 AM, Saturdays at 12:05.
That was the sound of a tree falling. It could be your tree. You're going to have it trimmed, but never got around to calling Pride Tree Service. It could have fallen in a field, and now all you have to do is call Pride Tree Service, and they'll have it quickly out of the way for a great price. But don't wait until the tree falls. It may not fall in the field. It may hit your car, your house, or worse. So call Pride Tree Service today and avoid all those headaches before they happen. Pride Tree Service, 840-0750. That's 840-0750.
WWOCA, WWWWOCA.
Your source for the number one sports weekends. Fox Sports, only on 96.3 FM, 1370 AM.
This is WOCA, News Talk 1370.
We are The Source, WOCA, news, talk, sports, and more.
Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA.
Ocala.